I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our channel here at Underdeveloped, and today we have another movie review for you. We are doing Good Fortune, directed by Aziz Ansari. He's a comedian, stand-up. He also has done a really good show, Master of None, and also a part of a main cast of a show that I've watched for years. I've watched that series about maybe once, twice. Now, Office around the same, like 3, 4. I kind of started watching it like around the same time. I started with The Office, then I eventually drifted off into Parks and Rec. Always knew about Parks and Rec growing up. Didn't really watch it, but years later I got into it. And I fuck with it. So that's two different Massive done his first 2 seasons, and that is like through lenses I know him, and I know he also is he had his time in the spotlight as a stand-up comedian. Of course, Aziz Ansari directed it, so first-time director.
Yeah, his first time directing anything.
But he actually is a creative force.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised for the first time he able to pitch this movie and he pitched himself as the freaking director. I guess he had a specific vision that Peters wanted to see it in action.
So I'm really not surprised. I'm not really not too surprised that this movie came out like as good as it. I think it is this is a pretty well written movie overall, I'd say.
I mean, the script is like one of the best parts of it for sure. And it's even the movie itself, but even the movie itself I thought was pretty well performed.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely saved by Keanu Reeves because Keanu Reeves has this specific requirement that will make this character Gabriel work.
Yeah, because he feels convincingly not human. Like how we were giving Jared Little shit for not being like convincingly non-human in Tron Ares review. Keanu Reeves actually is convincingly non-human in like basically everything he's in, more or less.
Yeah, Jared Little it was at least I felt this performance's biggest problem is not that he can't act. Is that it's a little directionless.
Yes.
It's like interesting ideas in his performance, but it's just like his actual character in the movie. But it's no real direction there. There's no real like.
It's not consistent enough.
He kind of doing what he wants. He kind of doing what he wants to do. He's being like 5 different things at once instead of just committing to what exactly how he wants to play it.
Yeah. Well, Keanu, with Keanu, you see a clear vision for who he's supposed to be.
Very deliberate. Yeah, it's very opposite. Very consistent. So in that case, you are right. It's very consistent. Very deliberate, which I like.
And that's a big part of why it works, frankly.
It can't always be like that. He always been pretty much one track. He's like one of the best, worst actors in Hollywood.
Yes. He's not. He can't act, but he has a certain charm to him, and he really excels when he's playing people that aren't supposed to be human anyways.
At least on mine, I'm not saying it to be mean to him.
No, of course not.
Like,
of course
I know
not.
it's not probably good to hear that you can't act, but we're just being really honest. Really observed you for many years. Keanu Reeves really is not a good actor in terms of like traditional like acting. But I watched quite a bit of his movies.
Me too.
You know what I mean? So like I still love him. I still love his shit. You know what I mean?
I've never seen a movie being like, oh man, I really hate that they put Keanu Reeves in this.
Yeah,
I have never once said that in my life.
Objectively, the fucker cannot act. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and honestly, I think he is the highlight of this cast. I think this movie works because they have the perfect guy to play Gabriel, and that guy is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not to say that the rest of the actors are bad. Far from it. As much as I don't like Aziz Ansari's acting, he doesn't hurt the movie. But the whole cast pretty
he's
decent.
He's not a bad actor, but he obviously has. I said, but even in the movies, he does have an acquired taste.
Yes,
and it wouldn't float with everyone else.
No, I've never been big on Aziz Ansari's acting, frankly.
And I totally understand that. Like, I mean, me neither. I even told you that I hate his fucking whining, especially when he did the whole like Alamo intro. I'm like, bro, this guy sucks. But he's usually always in some really good shit.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't mind him in small doses. Like I think the reason why I like the second half of the movie a lot more is because he's less of a presence in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, not to say that the parts he have in the movie are bad, it's that I hate hearing that voice so much personally.
And sad that he's not a fellow comedian, not really a writer. Well, I mean, he's a writer, but not really like a stand-up himself, but like how Aziz was. But he is a fellow comedian, and he showed Even though he doesn't look like a traditional movie star, of course, Aziz Ansari don't look like one either. But I said he's really a comedian. Like he showed why he is more of a star in terms of like a movie star than Aziz. You know, like I felt like Seth Rogen really acted in a way that really made you really invest in him. You know what I mean? And his journey, even more so than Aziz. You know what I mean? Like, and Aziz to me had the more emotional journey, but like,
it's a lot easier to like sympathize with Aziz's characters when like because he went through such horrible shit for so long.
No, he goes through shit, but I'm talking more from like a charisma. Like
I know it's
like
from I know exactly what you mean. I'm saying that even but that's what I'm saying. Even with all that in mind, Seth is still more likable.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. I'm supporting you.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. And I think he showed why he's more of a star. Because something about Seth, you could, you know what I mean? Like, that he brings. I mean, like, another dude that you don't even get. The whole big thing about him is, like, you don't get why he's a movie star.
Yeah.
And why he does what he does. And why he's at the way he, like, I don't really think he's ugly, but a lot of people could guess, like, the success, especially coming up, that he's ugly.
He's just kind of a funny looking dude.
He's not funny looking. He's not. I've seen ugly. He's not ugly. He's not like someone.
I didn't say.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying that's how people think.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that's how that's a consensus of him. Like they made jokes about it, even in the media. I'm like, especially when like Knocked Up came out. I mean, he doesn't look like special like that, but like obviously we've seen like 20-year-old and like 40-year-old virgin. He actually looks pretty decent. Like he had a curly hair, he had a beard.
The thing is, I think the reason why Seth Rogen is popular is because he's just a normal looking guy. He just looks like a dude.
Exactly. He looks like a normal Jewish dude. You know what I mean? And not like Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, and sometimes you need that for a comedy. Like I like that Aziz and Seth are both non-traditionally like Hollywood-looking guys. I think that's part of what makes both of them more likable in my eyes.
Apply that to women too. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely,
that's another big thing. Like how much lawyer shows and couch you watch, and all these women look like fucking supermodels.
I know, it's absurd. It's
crazy.
Fucking
that's not
ridiculous.
how life works. You're not gonna go to a station to see a bunch of baddies. You know what I mean? Like
no.
Like
even if you go into one station and see one, that is still statistically unlikely. But to go into a police station and like everyone looks like they're fucking supermodels.
Yeah, like even the cast of Loser, all of them are mad attractive.
Yeah,
like they look so realistic, but still like the whole cast look like they could play like the porn version of themselves. Like it's kind of crazy.
It's trading places, but supernaturally enforced.
For sure, and there's other movies that have the same kind of. Like,
oh, definitely. There's plenty of other ones. Trading Places is the one that came to my head first. We're just talking about Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. They thought because the interview was going to be some spiritual shit. No, it's not really.
Mm-hmm.
But this movie does talk about and is passionate. And it gets preachy, but reasonably so because all these things are very important. He's talking about so many things. You know what I mean?
It's a movie talking about systemic issues that are driving us insane because we can't afford to do anything.
Yeah, how basically what's going on right now. They're telling you how our richest privilege is getting worse and worse, and what it's like nowadays as a person out here trying to make money. And keep going through brick walls over and over and over while other people live fat. You know what I mean? Tackles all these serious problems that we barely really emphasize.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's great because my story is very similar to that in a way that the script I'm writing, in a way that it's similar, in a way, it's in a way that it talks about pretty much what it's like to try to make yourself, but being bogged down by the mire every day, needs and wants of someone trying to live a normal life and and work and supply for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because it ain't easy, because you need to do so much just to survive, and it's only getting harder, and prices are going up, and no one can afford anything.
And he literally talked about also AI at the end replacing jobs.
Yeah,
and of course that's a huge thing that's potentially going to plague the industry going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to see all these
potentially plague many industries. Frankly,
yeah, exactly. It's gonna, you know what I mean, and potentially it shows how the rich really don't give a fuck. It's all about their bottom line and fattening their pockets and having all the money and us being broke.
Yeah. And that's just how they operate in real life, too. So it's not like it can be like, oh, this movie's being so unrealistic. It's being a little too heavy-handed. I'm like, no, this just is the world we live in.
Yeah, it paint exactly picture what it's like. Like, of course, low on the nose, you know what I mean? Because we're living vicariously through these people, but it's real. It's here.
It is.
And it's exactly how
there's
it is.
so many people going through what Aziz Ansari went through, the first half of this movie.
And he told us some faith thing. It was like, oh, he has some crisis. It stems from the fact that he was broke.
Yeah.
And that's what Gabriel failed to
Yeah.
remind us of. And the whole point is that Gabriel has to realize exactly if he wants to be a part of humanity, he can experience struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you question how much do like Martha or one of his superiors must have known.
Yeah.
Especially if we already have the ability to know what we get our task before it actually happens. You know what I'm saying?
That's entirely plausible that Martha knew that Gabriel's going to do all this shit beforehand.
Because obviously she's no powerful. She probably could have stopped it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she definitely could have stopped if she wanted to, but she clearly didn't stop it for some reason. Like, she clearly had a motive, even if it wasn't explicitly clear. And I think the most likely motive would be that she might be trying to test Gabriel, like how Gabriel is trying to test Aziz.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very like this movie really resonates because it's like exactly all the frustrations I've built up. You know what I mean? Because I watched this whole thing with Tupac. It's like, how can one person have $30 million and this other person have zero? And you walking around of the world of straight up billionaires and you can just give a fuck.
Yeah. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer, man.
Exactly, and and this movie is essentially describing that.
Yeah, it is. It's putting a spotlight right at it. It's not really holding back anything.
And potentially all the things in which society set up that's gonna keep us in this bad position. You know?
Yeah, and including even that people use their experiences with unions to like get disenfranchised. Like, oh, I'm not going to vote for this union because this other one was bad, even though having any union at all is better than not having one.
Yeah,
in most cases.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's a part of it really sucks because it's a lot to ask. You know, but essentially fire insurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's someone that's going to fight on your behalf. You know what I mean? To get you decent rights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you have a good union, then that's what you need right now because corporations are constantly trying to swindle you out of your own money.
Yeah. I mean, them too, but at least it's fire insurance. You may have to get the stick for a while, but you know what I mean, it could be worth it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's exactly that situation. Yeah.
Yeah, because like we see how horrible some working conditions actually are, like the whole Amazon warehouse shit.
Yes, they talked about that, and that's horrible too.
Yeah, like I don't blame Aziz for walking out because he had to pee in a bottle. I'm like, fuck this shit. No one wants to do that.
Word.
Oh man.
You didn't say what?
I mean, I think I'm moving on. I think we're moving on from this topic. Like, really, the only thing else I have to say about it is that I generally thought the humor was pretty good. I liked the romance between him and Keke Palmer, Aziz and Keke. I thought they did pretty well. Like,
yeah, Aziz has a knack for taking these love interests. He's way more attractive than him and making it seem real believable. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
He did it twice, like Master None, and I became obsessed with the story there. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the movie was hilarious. It was insightful. It spoke about important stuff. A little preachy, but at this point, it was well deserved.
Yeah. We've let things get bad enough. I'm like, okay, the preachiness isn't unwarranted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree. It's a very funny movie, very charming movie that I just generally enjoyed my time with it. It's just it's a fun little breeze. It's pretty short. Just if you have just like an hour and a half to kill, go and see it. I don't have any reason. There's no reason really not to.
As what Seth said, it's a comedy in the movies. You know, and we had a year kind of full of good comedies. I'm glad it's going to make a comeback.
Yeah,
you know,
we've had like so many years where comedies just weren't doing anything. And
comedies just I feel has actually evolved for the better instead of just like the typical 2010 style. Like I feel like the comedies, at least of this year, are a lot more creative.
No, I agree because like I feel like a lot of the comedies coming out from like the 2010s and even some of the 2000s stuff are like very hit and miss.
For sure.
At least here I'm like, okay, most of the ones that I've been seeing, at least the ones in theaters, have been pretty good. Even the ones I didn't like, it were usually like, I just wasn't my taste. You know, like the other movie we saw, Sherry Cola, in the movie that we both forgot the name of. That's a movie that that wasn't my taste, but I can't see like, oh, it's a terrible movie. No, it's a movie if it's to your taste, you should go see it. Just like Good Fortune. If you see the trailer for Good Fortune, like, that seems interesting. Go see it. Yeah, support while it's down to theaters.
Watch them trailers to get you pumped up if you're not fully convinced. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. Send it.
Absolutely. I think it's worth the price of admission.
Go.
And I think you should support it.
Get A-list and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, because these movies are good and they deserve to be heard and they deserve to make money.
Damn right.
So we can keep this train rolling, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we actually show support for the movies we want to see, and we do that by buying a ticket. So I think I'm ready for scores if you are.
Yeah, I think I'm ready for scores too. I mean, Good Fortune, I think it's a high 80s to me, like 80, 89. This is pretty solid.
I was thinking the same too. I was thinking 88.
Yeah, honestly, I was team 88, 89, but like, yeah, 88 to me works too. Like, that's just, I think, the perfect score for this kind of movie.
Yeah, it's just a very solid comedy. That's all.
That's insightful and smart, which what comedies rarely could be. You know.
Yeah.
Like the whole Quaalude scene in Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, it's more overall like a dark comedy, but that's a generally funny ass scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's different. It's like that's a movie that has comedy in it, but it has serious matters. You know what I mean? But it is a comedy. It's a lot of funny moments in that.
Yeah.
So you have realness in comedies of different types. You have
of course,
like, much more slapstick, like that's not meant to be taken serious at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like Liam Gleason, like they expect you to do it, but they make fun of it.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
Yeah, like The Naked Gun is like spoof parody, farcical stuff. Yeah. Then you have like slapstick stuff like The Three Stooges.
Sure.
Also very farcical to extent. But yeah, like there are definitely a lot of smarter comedies out there, and this isn't the smartest comedy I've seen, but it's smart enough. It's not gonna be like, oh, this is all stupid, haha, bullshit. Sure. No, they're clearly trying to have like an actual emotional journey for their characters and actually like comment on the real world. It's observational comedy and it's character-driven comedy, and it works together pretty well.
Yep. I mean, cheers to the performances. I thought it all worked out, especially Keanu. I thought he's perfect for what he was.
Oh, so yeah.
For that alone, high 80s, I think is where it's at.
Hard agree. Anyways, I think that's all we have to say about Good Fortunes here tonight. Thank you all for joining us, and be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. If you've already seen the movie, then let us know down in the comments below what you thought of it. Is Good Fortunes living up to your expectations?
And guys, see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you can.
Yeah.
Support local films in theaters.
Damn right.
Was the films in local theaters, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Till next time, guys. See you later.